Hello, hello, and welcome. If it's not morning where you are, well, good day. I should start by saying good day, everyone. It is a good day. It's a great day. And I'm so glad that you're joining me here with this great day, for this great day. Let's take a nice clearing breath as we settle into spending this little bit of time together. So a nice big inhale, and with sound, and exhale. So inhale. Welcome. So we're working through, we're on episode 65. So welcome and thank you for being here for 65 episodes. And if you haven't gotten through all the daily episodes, I appreciate that. But what a great thing to binge watch, maybe. Welcome. And today I thought we'd take it into clearing our space with sound. Sound is so important in our lives. And so I am going to introduce to you today some tuning forks that I love to work with in my practice. I have 4 different tuning forks that I choose to work with. I'm certified sound healing therapeutics facilitator, practitioner. So these are some that I love to use, and 2 of them are tuned into Om. Om is one of the sound vibrations of the earth, so to speak, and it's a calming and grounding and clearing and energizing. It's used to enhance our breathing, energize our body, clear our space. What else does it like to say about this tuning fork? It works with the kinetic energy, moving disharmony and tension from the body while restoring a sense of well-being. Well, I love to work with well-being because that's what's going to give us the longevity. That's what's going to give us our verve for living. Pain is really exhausting, and emotional pain is even more exhausting. So we want to do our best to stay in this realm. Some other areas that I love to work with is every morning I work with burning a little incense, and it clears the space and it creates that same sort of grounding. It's used with Indigenous people. It's used in churches, and this, although it is a scent, it still carries resonance with it. So this is what I like to use particularly is sandalwood. I get it from Shika. I can post it on my Facebook if you're interested. It's from the ashram in India, the Swami Rama ashram in India. But now they carry it in stores here in Canada, so likely in North America or perhaps wherever you may be. So it's important to, I bend the stick on the bottom to get a nice good fit so that it captures all the ash into this little lotus design holder, which I received from my lovely daughter. Another thing I love is the sage sticks, the sage wands. I make these. I'm sold out at the moment, but these are from some white horse sage on the Indigenous lands with my lavender that I harvest from my own home, with 100% cotton, which makes it ceremonial grade for any type of rituals or ceremonies, just basically for clearing your space, my home. I start in one corner. I have my feathers or just something that you can use to waft the sage, and a bowl underneath so that you can catch any of the sparks that might come off. Very important to do this gently as you clear your space. And I do all the way around the room, all 4 corners, and then spiral into the center. And then I open the window and I invite the negative energy to leave. And it gives it a space to just clear out. Even my children notice a significant difference. My one daughter, when she bought her apartment in Kitsilano, she's like, "Mom, can you come in and sage my place?" And I do this after large gatherings. I do it, after big dinner parties. I do it after if there's just something not feeling right for me. This one I burn every single morning when I sit. and I come in and I allow the incense smoke to clear the space before I come on live with you all here. Another way to do it is called Polysantos. It's part of a tree. This is another one that I use, and it's also important to keep it in a container that it's just some leftover pebbles from my water filter that I've reused, and because it needs to be somewhere where it's safe, because you can see you're going to get much more of a bigger burn. And I don't put it on a regular table, I put it on my glass top table. So I take extra care in when I burn this one, and I'm with it at all times. So if I'm working on a big project, I'll light it and I'll just leave it in the room that I'm in. It's got more of a perfumey smell. It's really quite beautiful. This stick is from when I was in India, so I brought a whole bunch of those back. Another thing that I love is there's a really great diamond fungi that I was gifted from my indigenous family, my Sundance family, and it's a mushroom, and I burn it in a little cast iron, little tiny one. You can see how tiny this cast iron pan is. I burn it in my little cast iron pan to keep it safe, keep me safe, keep everything safe. And this little pan was also gifted to me from the as part of my gift. So I just simply burn a little tiny little piece, probably the size of my thumbnail. And then you don't blow it out, it'll just burn out. If you blow it out, it's said that you're just blowing the spirit away from the, and then it just smokes. This smells just so beautiful. So find what resonates for you in a scent if you want to incorporate any of these scents into your environment, and know that they are clearing. They clear away that negative energy. It's kind of like when we raise our energy on our biofield, it's like that static just falls away from us. And I find that it creates a softness for me. It reminds me to sit and slow down. It reminds me that I have control of my environment, that I can create in my environment what works for me. What works for me, what works for you. Oh, this is just such a beautiful, beautiful scent. And like I said, each scent sort of has its own resonance. I've got just goosebumps from lighting that and being with that. I do make ceremony packs as well. These I do have. They're just inexpensive, $3, but they're just to be put in a bowl that can be burnt. A lot of times if I'm doing urban immersion, I'll put this like in a can, and I'll light it so that when people are coming, it just clears the doorways, it clears the space, it clears them as they walk through into the house, and just leaving all the negativity of the day or any of the worries or the anxieties. This is a cleansing, a purification of the soul that sort of is the ritual that you step into. You step into the work, you step into this present time. I think it's just delicious. So delicious. And like I said, I do work with the essential oils, and when it comes to clearing space and purification, two of my favorites are frankincense and myrrh. They're ancient. It's just to me, they're like the mystery of what can be, or what is, or what was. When I first start smelling an essential oil, I start down at my chest level, and I just allow it to come up to my nose, as opposed to just going. That's a bit much for the nose. It's a lot for the brain to absorb. But just getting the essence, and then I can bring it up a little higher. And it's rare that I ever bring it right up under my nose. Sometimes I'll just dab my finger on the top of it, and I might just dab just right underneath my nose if I want a little bit more a scent to be with me in this moment in time, depending on my mood. What is it that what's my intention with introducing these, and then working with that intention. So that was and then the myrrh is a little thicker, and it's not so strong. The frankincense is a much stronger scent, so I should have probably put the myrrh to my nose first. And the myrrh kind of reminds me of like a blanket that's been in a blanket box for a long time. So I invite you to just bring things into your environment. Try something new. If you have any questions, send me a direct message. And enjoy. Just enjoy. And as I hold this diamond fungi, so sacred, let's bring our feet to the floor. And imagine our tree roots coming out the bottom of our feet and going into the center of the earth. I look so forward to the day when I can put out the invitation to come to an urban immersion, so you may experience this. We can experience this together. It's such a great time, and it's just a quick revival. It's like an immersion, 3 hours on Friday and 12 hours on Saturday. We eat together. It's just so beautiful. Makes my heart sing. Makes all of our hearts sing is sort of the feedback I'm getting. So now allow that white. I'm on white. I'm up here already. Deborah, come back down. That red, beautiful Mother Earth sacred energy. Invite it up. I should do an Om. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that, but no, maybe not. Send out that Om resonance as we go down into the earth. And bring it up to the legs and the lower abdomen. Engaging that deep diaphragmatic breath. Bring it up through the heart center. Wash it over the shoulders and down the arms, into the hands. Bring it up into the gateway of the sound of the neck, of the truth of thy will. And up into the head, and allow it to wash over the cranium and out the Sahasrara, the vortex of the 7th chakra, and cascade all down the body, the front, the back, the sides, 360 degrees around the body. See if you can sense that. And as we do that, let's come into the centering and aligning, just like this piece of incense, straight up. And follow this fine line, this incense line, right to the top, to Divine Source Creator. And imagine this golden white light coming down this fine line. And as we're here, you can just kind of lock into that alignment and feel that rush of that energy with consent and permission to heal, to receive, being in receiving mode, and really attuning into what's showing up in your life. When we talked about that yesterday, did you notice anything? Was there anything that really caught your eye? Was it a number you kept on seeing all the time? Was it a book title? Was it some words on something? Was it a sound? Was it a song? What was it that sort of caught your attention, to what thy will trying to capture your attention? Whenever I see numbers, regular numbers, My former address growing up as a child was 757, and my mom lived there her whole life. And my ancestors built that house in 1911 when they came over from Scotland. So I find that that number really has a representation for me. And since she's passed, I see 757 all the time. And I know she's with me when I see those numbers. I just say, hi, Mom. Thank you for acknowledging me now, here and now. So those numbers then have a resonance for me. They know that, for me, it knows that my mom is near. If I see other numbers, I see them regularly, it just reminds me, I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like it's an acknowledgement. I use those as an acknowledgement for myself. See what feels right for you in that. And concluding and bringing in that golden white light right down through into the abdomen and the hips, and the thighs and the knees and the calves and the feet, and sitting with these two energies. I'd love to know how everything is going for you. If you can offer me a word or sacred words. I call them sacred words because with you, you're sharing your experience with me. And it's sacred. It's sacred. I honor that. So if you send me something and let me know if I can use it as part of some words that I can share with others, so that might incline them to hit the live button or watch a replay. I don't really like the word testimonial. I like it as your sacred words. It's a sacred space. Even though we're online, this is such a sacred space. Let's invite our mantra in, Soham. Inhale on the so and exhale on the hum. Inhale on the so and exhale on the hum. Smooth, silky breath, like you're pouring fine oil. Just imagine that. No noise, no jerk, no judgment. And just a note, if you're experiencing a little tougher day or feeling a void, or feeling, 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 a little down. Invite a little sweetness into your life, whether it's a sweet oil, a sweet scent, a sweet sound. So hum is like sweetness. It reminds me that I am. And there's nothing sweeter than that. So today, remind yourself that I am. And know that there's nothing sweeter than that. Our offering today, these beautiful heart cards. Send blessings to the creators of these heart cards. www.heart.ca. Be more spontaneous. You have a lot to share. Be more spontaneous. You have a lot to share. Being spontaneous today, how does that show up? Test it. Do it. Be it. Have fun with it. Know that I love you. Send me a message. Tell me what you did. And most of all, make it a great day. Celebrate you.